The drone community has been buzzing with anticipation, and for good reason. The DJI Mini 5 Pro appears to be on the horizon, and it promises more than just incremental upgrades. If the early reports are even halfway accurate, this could be DJI's most ambitious compact drone yet. But with those leaps forward come some surprising twists that could affect its reception among casual flyers and professionals alike. For years, DJI's Mini series has carved out a very specific niche: powerful performance within a lightweight frame that skirts under the 250-gram regulatory threshold. That design philosophy has been a game-changer, allowing flyers in many countries to avoid registration and operate freely without permits. It also made the Mini series the go-to option for hobbyists, travelers, and even filmmakers looking for a stealthy aerial companion. But now, with the Mini 5 Pro potentially tipping the scales at 256 grams, that entire strategy might be about to shift. The sub-250G category has been more than just a number. It's been a passport to fly without friction. Going over that line, even by a few grams, means entering a whole new regulatory zone in several regions. That could be a deal breaker for those who value simplicity above all else. Still, DJI seems to be covering its bases. Just like in previous models, there may be two battery options on offer. One standard battery that keeps the drone's weight under that golden 249G mark, and an extended plus battery that boosts flight time but pushes the device over the limit. That way, users can decide whether they want to prioritize portability or performance. It's a smart move, as it opens the Mini 5 Pro to both everyday users and hardcore creators without forcing anyone to compromise entirely. Now, let's talk battery life. Here's where things start to get genuinely exciting. Leaked FCC documents suggest the Mini 5 Pro could come with a 33.5 Wh battery. On paper, that translates into a staggering 53 minutes of airtime in ideal conditions. That's not just a step forward, it's a leap. For context, the Mini 4 Pro topped out around 45 minutes using the Plus battery, and most real-world use cases fell short of that mark. Beyond endurance, the communication system might be one of the Mini 5 Pro's most underappreciated upgrades. Early whispers suggest DJI is moving to OcuSync 4 Plus, an enhanced transmission protocol that reportedly offers a range of up to 25 kilometers. That's 5 kilometers more than the previous generation and a significant boost for anyone who values range and reliability. Some reports even claimed a 108% range increase over the Mini 4 Pro, which would theoretically push the range past 40 kilometers. That seems a little optimistic, or perhaps just a mix-up in calculations. But even at 25 kilometers, the Mini 5 Pro should offer enough headroom for just about any flying scenario, especially when signal integrity matters most, such as mountainous terrain or densely packed urban environments. What makes this more impressive is the inclusion of Wi-Fi 6 support. That's a first for the Mini series and a big win for signal stability. In crowded radio environments, think cities with tons of devices vying for spectrum, Wi-Fi 6 will reduce interference and help the drone maintain a strong connection. Less glitchy video feed, fewer signal drops, and an overall smoother flying experience await users who often struggle with choppy visuals near congested areas. This is especially important for anyone using the Mini 5 Pro as a camera drone for commercial or professional use. Imagine tracking a fast-moving subject across a skyline or capturing a live event where the last thing you want is lag. With these upgrades, DJI is clearly leaning into the pro aspect of the name. And yet, the most controversial issue still circles back to the drone's weight. Once you breach 250 grams in certain countries, it's not just about adding your name to a registry. There may be altitude caps, flight distance limits, and mandatory insurance. Those legal shifts won't affect seasoned drone operators much, but they could intimidate newcomers. DJI knows this, which is likely why they'll stick to offering dual battery choices, just as they've done before. But if you're thinking this is a drone just for rule followers or hobby flyers, think again. This version of the Mini might very well be a sleeper flagship, especially if it pairs the rumored extended battery with robust camera specs. While there's no official confirmation yet on the camera sensor, DJI's trend over the past few years has involved improving dynamic range, frame rate options, and low light sensitivity. You can expect no less from the Mini 5 Pro. Assuming it continues to support 4K at 30 or even 60 frames per second and maintains robust digital stabilization, the Mini 5 Pro becomes a legit alternative to larger and pricier options in DJI's Air or Mavic lineup. Creators looking for top-tier video quality without carrying bulky gear might finally have their perfect match. Then there's software. DJI has steadily refined its intelligent flight modes with each new release. Expect features like Active Track, Master Shots, and Quick Shots to return more polished than ever. With added AI-driven framing and perhaps real-time object recognition powered by better onboard processors, the Mini 5 Pro could allow for cinematic creativity without manual piloting skills. Another area ripe for upgrades is obstacle avoidance. The Mini 4 Pro already featured omnidirectional sensors, and there's a strong possibility DJI will enhance that in the 5 Pro. Safer flights, smarter pathfinding, and better tracking performance would further justify the Pro label. There's also the accessory ecosystem to consider. DJI might offer the Mini 5 Pro with new generation controllers, smart charging hubs, ND filters, and modular payload options. Whether it's a first-time flyer or a seasoned cinematographer, having that array of gear ready to go from launch will add huge appeal. Still, no launch is complete without its challenges. DJI has to balance innovation with regulation, performance with pricing, and upgrades with weight constraints. Pushing the Mini 5 Pro into the next performance tier risks cannibalizing their own higher-end offerings. But if any company can thread that needle, it's DJI. The expected launch timeline of August 2025 isn't far off. And based on their track record, DJI tends to stick close to predicted windows. When that day comes, we'll likely see a drone that blurs the line between ultralight and ultra-capable, a device that respects the roots of the Mini series while pushing boldly forward into professional territory. So the final question is simple. Will you trade regulatory simplicity for performance power? Or will DJI find a way to deliver both? Either way, the Mini 5 Pro represents the next frontier of aerial creativity. Whether you're filming landscapes, tracking extreme sports, or capturing weddings from above, this drone promises to do it longer, smarter, and smoother than anything before it.